Hey guys, it's been a while since I've posted. It's maybe 2 weeks or so, but this clip is back from around Christmas time. I had a lot of copies of The Heart of Marennar. These are the ones that unfortunately had the autocorrect error in them, so I didn't really feel comfortable selling them as signed copies. So what I did actually is I gift wrapped a bunch of them and I decided to give them away for free in my local community Facebook group. And I ended up gifting maybe like 5 to 7 copies to different families where, they couldn't afford gifts for their children around Christmas time, or maybe they had tweens that love books, etc. And it was just really wholesome. So I went through each one and I fixed the autocorrect error just with a pen. I let everyone know, of course, beforehand. And yeah, this is just me kind of doing all that. Not gonna lie, this Christmas kind of sucked. It was hard being in a brand new state with no friends. We didn't really get to go see family, and unfortunately my husband's father passed away not too soon after that, maybe like very right before New Year's, if that makes any sense, in between. But long story short, it was just overall a very hard experience for us, a very lonely experience for us. So we made the best of it that we could. We made a nice meal, we had a nice time at home, but at the same time, it still wasn't the same. And it was hard. But anyways, doing this just kind of opened my heart a little bit, and it felt good. It felt nice to be able to give back to, this new community that we've, become a part of. We're not 100% sure how long we'll stay in Virginia, as much as we do enjoy our apartment and our little area. The area just hasn't been the best for us. Nothing against that area at all. Like, the cold and also just the overall climate and just, I don't know how to describe it really, but when you go from like one city to another, obviously there's always differences. And this was just one of those moves where, yes, it was spontaneous, and yes, it probably wasn't even the best decision, but we just kind of had to get out with what little time we had left in New York, so we kind of had our hands tied a bit. We are still definitely enjoying our time here, and I'm utilizing it the best that I can to get as much writing done, market my book, etc. But at the same time, we're just looking into exploring different options because we're not sure if we want to stay in the United States. We're not sure if we maybe want to go to Australia for a bit. My husband's mother is Australian, and we're just not sure what we want to do yet. So we're going to just take the time, hopefully take the rest of this year to figure it out. And honestly, it's kind of hard because living in the US, obviously everything's hectic these days and you don't know what's going to happen, so we're kind of taking things week by week, day by day, if that makes any sense. But we hope everyone out there is staying safe. We hope everyone out there is supporting their communities, and it's absolutely atrocious what's happening, and it's a shame. It's absolutely crazy that even when I filmed this clip back around Christmas time, I couldn't even imagine what is going on now. at like the end of January. But anyways, at the end of the day, we're not sure where the future will take us, but we're still trying our best, and I guess that's all you can really do, you know? So here are the finished wrapped books. I probably should have used a red tape or a different type of tape, but I didn't really have any other type of tape. All I had was washi tape. But yeah, so these are the different, wrapped versions. I think, like I said, I gave away maybe most of these, 3/4 of them. I think I maybe have like 2 or 3 left. But anyways, it just felt really good. So we just got back from New York. Unfortunately, it was not the trip that we intended it for it to be. We have been going through a lot of hardship lately, and just with everything that's going on with this country, the fact that we have a freaking orangutan presidency, the fact that everyone that we know is struggling, the fact that my husband just lost his father, it's been a struggle. And we originally went up to New York with the intention of seeing some friends, and we got to see some friends, which was very nice. But the close friends or my husband's close friend that we were excited to see, they were going through some issues with their own personal life, and we completely understand that. But I think the main issue that we had was the fact that we were just asking for mutual respect, and it just seemed like these people were not willing to give that. And you know what, that's okay. So we just ended up deciding to leave early. We're not going to stay where we're not appreciated. We're not going to stay where our boundaries are being or our feelings are being invalidated, in the sense of the fact that it's not okay to disrespect people over and over again, especially after they ask you to stop. But anyways, long story short, we're back home. We are back, hunkering down, figuring life out. And I just wanted to say that this has been a very interesting journey in regards to writing. I sold 12 books for the month of December. I don't know, for 2025 as a whole, it was odd because I published like at the end of November, so it was kind of like towards the end of 2025. But I did sell 12 copies during the month of December, and that was really awesome. And earlier you saw me wrapping some of the author copies that I had that were slightly flawed, but because they had the autocorrect error in it. But I did end up gifting those copies for free to local families that needed them, or just needed gifts for their kids. But anyways, long story short, I just wanted to give a little update about what's going on. This upcoming year, in 2026, I'm going to do my absolute best. I'm going to hunker in. I'm going to lock down. And I'm not saying in like the New Year's resolution kind of way, but this direction, if that makes any sense, has felt better than anything has felt in a long time, if that makes any sense, through photography, through my digital art. And as much as I still enjoy my digital art, I do that on my other channel. Those links are always in the description. But as much as I enjoy my digital art, that's always been like a for fun kind of thing, if that makes any sense, because obviously my digital art doesn't pay the bills. But at the same time, and neither does my writing, but at the same time, I would very much love to get to a point where my writing could at least, be shared, if that makes any sense. And I would love to expand that through, getting my book out in the hands of kids, getting my book out to, tween and teen readers, if that makes any sense. But anyways, for 2026, I'm going to really hone in and try to finish Swan of the Night. That is my next major writing goal. Right now, I think I'm like 22,000, 23,000 words into that. My goal is like 50 to 60,000. So I still have a while to go. But at the same time, I'm very excited to get back and, writing again, get back into the process. And that's kind of like a little bit of where I am right now. Hey guys, so today I'm going to be opening some book mail with you guys. I won a giveaway from, I think, Kaylee or Saley. I'm not 100% sure how to pronounce it, but I'm going to go with Kaylee. Kaylee Faye just came out with a debut novel called Skin of Gold, and I have it on Kindle too, so I've been getting sneak previews. But anyways, I won her giveaway, and I'm so excited because, oh my god, the paperback, guys. And then, I like that it's not too long either. That's actually really nice, because sometimes it takes me longer with longer books, but yo, the texture on the feathers, I don't know if you could see, but this is gorgeous, Kaylee Faye. Holy, beautiful. And then the purple, I love the gold and purple, absolutely. But I'm super excited to delve into it, and I will probably be doing an indie book review on this book, but I have to get through my TBR, so we'll see what happens, but I will keep you guys updated. As you can see, I cut my hair since the last clip, and I'm super excited just because it was a last minute decision. I just kind of need to appease the I need to change gods, if you know what I'm saying. And I had already done straight across bangs for a little bit, so I figured why not give myself a big chop. Anyways, so I kind of did that sporadically, but anyways, here it is. So writing, yeah, it's been crazy lately. It's been crazy with this giant snowstorm that we've had here in the Bible Belt area, kind of. I recently moved to Virginia, so it's been interesting. We ended up helping push some cars out of the snow at the gas station just because being from New York, we're used to that weather, so we were walking through it, we were fine. But anyways, a lot of it turned to chunks of ice, and then maybe a day later, our car got caught on a giant chunk of ice, and it took us and a maintenance guy and 2 police officers to try to rock this car and push it, and I'm putting it in reverse and etc. So it's been a nightmare few days, but I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of a writing update. It's been hard to focus on Swan of the Night with everything that's going on in the world right now. As much as I want to immerse myself back into that world and dedicate myself to finishing that novel, it's been really, really hard, I'm not gonna lie, because with everything that's been happening lately, I've been trying to use my free time the best I can, if that makes any sense, to, educate myself, stay up to the times. Obviously you have to limit yourself between doom scrolling for too long and, consuming more than you create, if that makes any sense. So I have been checking myself, and I've been doing sprints, which is nice. But another thing that I highly suggest a lot of you should do, because it's been helping me a lot recently, is, let's see if I can actually fix this. Journaling. So this is a leather-bound journal that I got from Barnes & Noble. Yeah, I blanked out on the name, but I got this journal years ago, and I just never ended up actually using it until now. And I wanted to physically catalog, in physical sense, everything that's happening. Not just video, not just photo. Kind of, I hate to say it, but Diary of Anne Franking this shit. I've been trying to record the best I can everything that's been happening, my own thoughts and feelings, and also just things that are happening to me in my daily life. And I highly suggest finding one of these journals, or any type of journal really that might work for you. And it's been helping process my emotions a lot lately, while also coming to terms with the fact that our government is compromised and all this other shit. But,